Baby, you're my ride or die. My bonnet through the night, through the muddy southern.
Hey, it's Scott.
Tiffany.
And we're getting Goff.
We're back. You guys, don't watch the video if you don't want to hear curse words or inappropriate language or sexual content.
Yeah, if you're offended, we don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to say.
It's usually just him.
I always make some kind of sexual joke or a cuss word will slip. So if you're offended by that or you think I'm over the top, then don't watch it. But, I mean, realistically...
if you don't have a sense of humor, don't watch it.
There's only...
I'm kidding.
There's only certain...
Don't murder me.
Aspects of me that there is. I'm usually absurd or quiet. So it's one of the two, really.
You're only quiet if you're upset.
Pretty much. And I'm usually pretty positive, so the only person who ever makes me upset is her. Sometimes I think she does it on purpose.
I think that's a wife's job.
No. Well, I mean, we can touch base on it. But, so we had water damage, and they've had to do a lot of demo in our house. So like right now, out of 3 bathrooms, 1 bathroom is completely gone. The kitchen is also now gone. And let's just say my wife does not handle stress.
Well, it's different when they're in here tearing it out, and then they have to tear out more than they thought because the water traveled along the baseboard.
Yeah, but I remember telling you, and you're like, oh no, it's going to be back here.
Well, I said,
it's going to be back here.
No,
it's going to be over here. Oh, it's going to be back here.
I said, let's hope for the best.
And I just knew what was going to happen. I said it. She calls me literally. Well, first Grayson calls and he's like, Dad, can you come home? Mom needs you. I'm like in the middle of work. I will try to get home as soon as I can. She kind of freaked out, cried a little bit because I can understand how it's a shock.
I was working at home. I've been having to work at home almost every day because they've been having to stop over.
I know.
And then I asked, I was like, so can you guys be here if the kids are here? And he said, if they're not over 18, no.
So anyway, so she's not handling the stress well. And her sounding board is moi. So I get home and she freaks out and I'm like, the fuck? And then I get quiet because I don't want to argue with her. And then that just makes the issue worse, it seems. But anyways, we get through it. And everything's going to be handled. It's going to be taken care of. So.
Yeah. Right now they've got the loud fans, which I've been trying to stay outside most of the time or upstairs.
Oh, and then on to compound all that. Yesterday, I got hit. I got T-boned behind my the driver's side of my truck, turning left to go south to go home, and this guy wasn't paying attention. He was looking down and ran the red and T-boned my truck. Thankfully, I wasn't hurt. Hit my back tire of my truck, just knocked my rear end around. But yeah, I made the guy pull over and I pulled over and waited for the cops to come, and the guy didn't speak English, which was frustrating. Didn't have any proof of insurance, which was frustrating. So just grateful that it's minor damage and I'll be able to fix it if I don't do a claim, but it's just really frustrating someone doesn't have insurance. But
well, I thought they had to, or they get an SR something.
SR 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's if you get busted with it.
Oh yeah, but
if you get pulled over, if you could drive and no one ever gets you pulled over or there's never an accident, no one's ever going to know you don't have insurance.
Okay, but they're taking that right. That's on them.
That's 100% on them. But I got hit yesterday, and
also our house has escaped. Our daughter wrestles. How long was wrestling? Well, you had preseason, which started in September,
Yeah.
right? And she didn't get done till end of February.
It was last week.
Well, that was a camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so the end of February.
And then she has another. The season picks back
But
up
anyway,
again.
so
Wait, where are you going with this part? How does this have to
6
do with our
months.
house?
She has escaped 6 months without getting ringworm. And then she goes to camp for 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
And she gets ringworm.
Yeah.
That also happened.
Yes. We discovered that yesterday.
I was like, geez.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everything is just a hurdle. It's just a temporary speed bump. We have insurance. There's medications. There's there's a way through everything. So you can't freak out. You just got to deal with it and then move on. Easy for me to say, hard for her to do. Anyways.
How?
Because you stress. You cannot handle stress. You do not handle stress. I'm over here like, it's okay. We're going to be fine. There's this, there's that. This is what we got to do. We'll do it. Everything will be, it may take a while to get done, but it's not a big deal. And you're over there like losing your mind. And
well, because they're talking to me, oh, we're gonna have to put you up in an Airbnb. I was like, what the?
Tiffany, they can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. Hence, if I want sex, I don't get it unless you want it. I'm just saying, it's a parable.
Yeah. You're trying to be funny.
Trying.
Fell short.
Yeah. It happens often. So, what do you want to discuss?
Question for you.
No, the question goes both ways. So remember that.
I know.
But
And
you usually have to ask me first, and it starts with me.
I know, because I'm not sure which way I would fall on it.
Huh?
Do you think?
Is it a sword? Do you fall on the sword? Get it?
No. I get it, but no. Okay, do you think it's possible for men and women to be just friends?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I have relationships like that. 100%.
And you don't think on like the opposite? Like they might have feelings that they've just never told you about?
No. Because there could have been opportunities and never happened.
Who?
Brienne.
Oh.
Never. She's really like a sister. Never has ever come up. I mean, look at my friend Mike Price's ex-wife, Kirsten. Like Kristen and I, we've just been friends for fucking 20 plus years.
But you guys aren't like hanging out all the time, and I mean.
Yeah, but Brienne and I were.
You did, but.
Yeah, we were together every single day, all the time. She watched over my back. I watched over her back. There's been a situation where I was going to protect her and she had none of it and literally spun me out of the way to go fight the guy. It was kind of funny.
We did. Are you sure she might never?
No, there's no fucking way. No. There's no way.
Were you ever attracted to her at all?
When I first met her, but nothing ever came of it.
Yeah.
You know, we just became really close friends, and it was honestly, I needed that friendship because of my divorce and all that shit, and I was happy to just have someone I didn't have to worry about and could just talk to, you know. But she also helped me meet a lot of the girls I dated too, so she was an awesome like wingman.
Did she date a lot of your friends?
You know what? I don't even remember her dating history. I don't remember. I really don't. We were drunk a lot, to be honest.
So you blacked that out?
No, we were literally drunk all the time. We partied a lot. back in that day. So I'm trying to remember. I really don't remember who she all dated. Really, I don't know. Yeah.
Did she date?
Yeah. I
Or
mean,
did she just hook up with people?
I kind of hooked up. Shit, I'm not. I'm really not remembering.
Are you even friends?
Huh?
I'm joking. I said, were you even friends since you can't remember anything?
Well, I don't. I mean, I was in a whirlwind of my own shit, so I can't. I can honestly can't say. I think I had enough drama like circling me back in the day that I can't even. Half the time she was trying to get me out of the shit I got myself into with some girl or something. So
All your bad decisions.
I made a lot of bad decisions.
Choices in life.
I made a lot of them, but a lot of it was because I was just angry, kind of didn't know what I wanted, didn't care, just partied, hooked up, moved on, party hooked up, moved on, party. I don't know. It was just I had kind of a dark period there for a while. So, and I really didn't care for my own health and my own well-being.
Well, I think
which put me in bad situations.
Everyone at that age doesn't care about their health or their sleeping habits, or I mean.
Well, this is my late 30s, or this is my early 30s. This is before I met you.
Yeah, but you missed that time because you got married right out of high school.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I was 20 when I met, or I was like 19 when I met Angie, and then 20 when we got married, and then I was 29 when we separated, and I think it was official. Yeah, right before my 30th birthday, it was official that we got the divorce finalized. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I was all my 20s. I was spent being a dad and working to provide for my family, and then
you didn't get to play until your 30s.
No, and then I played hard. So yeah, Bree was my wing woman, a wing chick. She helped. Yeah, we did a lot together. And Jenny Rude was with us a lot of the time too. So Jenny was involved in that, and I don't know. We partied and hung out all the time. It was like every day almost.
That name sounds familiar.
Jenny Rude, you've met her. Yeah. In fact, her birthday is right before mine every year.
Is she the one that lived with you for a little while?
No.
Oh.
Who lived with me? That was the only two girls I lived with were Kirsten and Fiona.
Well, there's another girl I thought that was like a roommate. Or did you just date her?
I didn't have any roommates.
Well, you had a roommate one night.
Travis and my cousin Tommy.
Oh, but no women.
No.
If you weren't in a okay.
No.
So you were you just dated this girl then. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and the girls, I mean, anytime they lived with me, they kind of forced themselves on me. Or let me take that back.
What?
They kind of forced themselves they kind of pushed to live with me because their circumstances. I didn't have a place to stay or something. I'm like, oh, okay, you can stay with me then. And the next thing you know, they're not moving out for a while. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
I thought you didn't have any like that though.
Well, yeah, it was Kristen and Fiona.
Oh, and then you ended up being in a relationship with them.
Oh, no, well, sort of. So, like, okay, why are we going down this path? Well, anyways, Kristen and I dated right after I divorced, right? We just dated. She wasn't even living with me. And then we got exclusive. And then when we're exclusive, then she moved in, but then it turned out she was bipolar. So she would have her manic because she didn't like taking her medication. Oh. And then we would break up. And then she'd move back in her parents. And I was it was just a freaking chaotic roller coaster. Then we'd get back together, and then she wanted to move back in, and then we'd break up, and then she'd move back out, and then she would move to California, and then she'd call me and tell me she missed me, and then come back and visit me, and then tell me that she wants to move back to Idaho and she didn't have a place to stay. And I'm like, okay, well, you can stay at my place until you find an apartment. And it never turned into that. She just ended up living with me. And then we broke up again. And then we broke up for good. And then when that drama and roller coaster went away, then I dated a bunch of other girls and none of them lived with me. And then Fiona, I met her, and then she was in a situation where she was moving or something.
Psycho.
Well, yeah, she was psycho. She ended up going to jail, but she talked me into letting her stay with me for a while, and then she attacked me, and then got arrested for domestic battery. So she went to jail, and then she stole my credit card and ran that up, and then went to jail for credit card fraud, and was in jail for like a year and a half or 2 years or something like that, and then got out. And then
Stalks you after you're married.
yeah, because you and I were together, and then she showed up at my work when you were there.
I just remember her.
I was like, what the hell?
Coming up to me, and she's like, I always knew I should have. How did she say it?
I don't know,
Something
I wasn't
about
there.
how she should have, because she was a redhead, how she
Yes.
should have dyed her hair brunette like mine. I was like, oh, okay.
I've only ever had drama and issues with redheads and blondes, but specifically redheads always involve cops. So Fiona got arrested, went to jail. The girl Jessica, she's the one that stole my key to my house and then duplicated it, and then snuck into my bedroom and then climbed into bed with me. Like a lot of guys would think that was cool. It was not cool when I didn't want her there. And then she climbed in my bed when I was sleeping, freaked me out. She's the one that also claimed that I got her pregnant. And then at the time I was like, I can't have kids. So that's a lie. In hindsight, might not have been, but I still think she was lying to me.
She could have come with the, to do a paternity test or something.
No, I know.
She really.
I know.
She really did think you were.
No, I know. But then that was the reason I was like, you gotta get away from me. You're freaking crazy. Until you and I had Trissa, then I was like, shit, maybe I've made a lot of mistakes because I wasn't exactly very safe. Yeah. So no, only those two lived with me. Just a lot of them would just spend the night. So that's not living. You don't. Why?
I mean, I think men and women can be friends.
Okay.
Though
you think you've never had a guy friend and not done something?
No, yeah, Jake. I've never done anything with Jake. I've known him since 6th grade.
That's my point.
Yeah,
that's why I don't think it's an issue. Why are you bringing that up, anyways?
Bringing what up?
That you can guys and girls, whatever, be friends without.
Because it's a question.
Oh, okay. I was just asking. That's my question.
Guess what? It was a question on a list of questions, and I picked one.
Oh, okay. Yes, I 100%, and I have the one example in particular.
Though I think it can be a fine line with some people, because you. So here's a thing. What do you think is worse, emotionally cheating or physically cheating? Because I feel like it could.
Emotionally, I think it's more hurting or more hurtful.
Well, yeah, because it takes time to build that connection than just being physical, like one time.
Yeah, well, I got the double whammy when I get told. Because
emotionally, it takes more than one time to.
Yeah, to me, I got the double whammy with the whole. I'm not in love with you. I'm in love with him. We're together. Blah blah blah. Situation.
Well, she's in my opinion, verbally abusive. No,
but and again, that's from my perspective, telling you all that stuff.
Right. It's only one
But-
story. There's two sides.
Well, yeah, she just was never happy. And yeah, the third time was the breaker for me. I mean, now on kind of like on kind of a similar topic with that, like, can guys and girls have benefits and then not catch feelings? I don't think that's ever happened, because anytime you had benefits, friends with benefits, someone always caught feelings.
Yeah.
It never worked out. You know what I mean? And then it always ended up ruining the situation or the friendship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I can tell you that I've been guilty of it. Other girls have been guilty of it.
Yeah.
It's just,
I've been guilty of it.
yeah, it just doesn't ever work out. So that, I don't think sharing
saying.
that intimacy,
I think it's a fine line. If
you're crossing a boundary. Yes.
Yeah.
You cross that boundary, then
your friendship will never be the same.
No. And yeah, I don't think not one of mine ever were the same after that.
Yeah.
So, but the ones that you keep it strict and you don't have that, yeah, then it's absolutely 100%. So yeah. Did we answer that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we friends with benefits?
Yes.
Are we friends?
Most of the time.
Most of the time?
99.
So what's your next topic?
You don't have anything for me?
Well, yeah.
Uh-oh.
How come guys can handle stress and women can't?
I don't think all guys can handle stress. No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Well, it just seems more prevalent in guys over women. Like, is it because it's an emotional
and honestly,
attachment?
I think...
And we approach it with like a logical approach? And you're like
emotionally
approaching it?
I don't think that's necessarily accurate. You are a lot more emotional than I am.
With you?
With a lot of things, not just with me, with a lot of things.
Define?
You are a lot more sensitive to what even other people say about you.
Okay. Yeah, because I try to have a positive image for people, and I don't like...
You show a lot, people... not just with everything. You show a lot more emotion than I do with things. I've always considered myself the guy in the relationship and you the girl.
Okay, to be clear, she has never pegged me. Now, no, yeah, as far as emotions go, I'm definitely more emotional for our family than you are. But I also know what true love is.
You're like that with a lot of things outside of the family, though, too. Just like with the last place we were at, the studio.
Yeah. Oh, how I took it more personal than you did?
Yeah. And I'm like, who
yeah,
cares?
But once you get to that point where you're just done, you cut that shit off and you're done. And you were done like over a year ago.
I'm in my 40s. Why do I need a...
I don't know, because when I invest time and energy in something, I really care.
Why put any more time and energy into something that isn't working out?
Because
I
always have end goals, and I always try to achieve those end goals, and it's hard for me to walk away when things don't feel finished.
I mean, I have goals too, but
But you didn't go in there for the same reason I did.
No.
I brought you in. I convinced you to finally join because I wanted you to have a strength and something that you would benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
But you also started seeing stuff before I did, and we're kind of wanting to...
That's what usually happens. I usually notice things before you do.
Yes, because I go around the world like a big damn fucking puppy dog.
No, a blinder on you.
And I'm oblivious to shit, and stuff happens, and I'm like, huh, what? And then Tiff's like, What the fuck? That chick was hitting on you. Who? I'm just oblivious about shit.
Well, I don't care if someone hits on you though.
Because I'm oblivious. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I know you're not going to do anything, so I don't care.
I'm a relation. Wait. That's not even the word I was trying to think.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm like married, sterile, or whatever in your mind, or whatever. It's a joke. But you also know how I feel about our relationship and stuff, so.
Yeah.
God. So what was your? I'm the one who died.
But you were
Kind of
gonna ask me
deviated.
something.
Well, just the whole. How is it that you? Okay, for someone who
stress is that what?
Yeah.
That's what your
How is
question.
it someone who can just cut shit off and see shit sooner than I can and see the problems with stuff and detach yourself from it, can't handle the stress of like our house getting torn up temporarily?
Because you were not here.
It doesn't matter
As
if I
it's-
was here.
No, you're not here as it's happening.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Yes, it would have. And you're not the one here dealing
No, it
with
wouldn't.
all the kids here at the same time. And then I have inspectors. Oh, you got to call this person. Oh, well, this might happen. Or, oh, that, like, and then you, sir, get upset with the decisions I make. You're not happy. And it's like, well, you're not here making the decision.
It's not.
So then
no.
I have stress from you, definitely when you get home, and then you're like, well, why is this here? I'm like, because I didn't know where to put it.
It's not.
I don't have anywhere to put stuff.
It's not necessarily the decision. And then a lot of times I'm just asking for just an answer. That's all. I'm coming to a situation where I don't know what's going on, and I need information just to feed me so I know what's going on. I just need to be caught up. Okay? It's called, what is it when you watch the spy movies?
It's called, we don't have anywhere to put shit. So I try to make.
No, that's fine. But I'm just asking for the download of information because I've been gone working. That's all I'm asking for. And you don't like that.
Why is something right there? Because that's where we put it. And I didn't
I'm
care.
just fucking asking questions.
Same with that long cabinet. The guy's like, where do you want this? I'm like, just leave it there.
Okay.
Because if we move it somewhere, it'd probably be in the wrong spot. That's what I told him.
For fucking
I did. I told him that.
hell.
I was like, it'll probably be in the wrong spot, so just leave it there.
And the only time I challenge you on things is because I have to deal with like people and professionals all the time.
I have to deal with people all the time too. You don't think I get phone calls and emails?
Oh, Queen, I'm gonna just ignore it until I have to handle it, and I'm just deal with it right away. Don't push the shit off. So, but my thing is, I feel like you just miss questions that you should be asking. I am not faulting you for it.
I don't know what questions to ask.
I know.
In this situation.
I know. I'm also not upset about it, but you get upset at me, and then we end up not talking until you flash me your boobies. And then I'm like, okay, everything's all fine now.
I might have done that once.
And it worked. Because I was just like, I'm not going to get yelled at anymore. I'm done with it. I will just stay in my little corner and let her be pissy by herself. And when she stopped being pissy, she flashed me her boobies, and I knew that everything was fine.
I was already like over it.
You don't act like it.
Because I don't talk to you. Anyway. Question.
Yeah.
So it was interesting because I was watching a podcast as they were like cleaning up yesterday. I had to turn it off because it was on fetishes.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, it's really quiet. I was like, and the one guy, he like looks over. I'm like, if you had, do you have a fetish? And if you had a fetish, what do you think it would be?
I would have to know. I'd have to have a fetish to know what my fetish would be, though.
Well, do you have a fetish? What is a fetish? Isn't it like something weird?
Yeah,
like how is that actually like defined?
Well, okay, so I think a fetish is kind of, if I'm thinking about it correctly, a fetish is something that you're kind of obsessed about.
Mm.
That's kind of different. Kinky. I'm assuming a fetish would be, say, like people who have like toe fetishes. Oh yeah. Hand fetishes. Or like some of the guys that freaking at the strip club wanted us to. They're paying girls for pee in their underwear fetish. Yeah, well, it's a power thing. No, but it's a power thing. Like they're wanting to have power over the girl. So
by
they,
like degrading
so they,
them by peeing in there.
Yeah, it's power. It's control. So that would be a fetish. So I know that they would pay the girls money to have them do stuff like that, and then they'd hand them a freaking pissed pair of underwear, or actually, we got creative because we told the girls they can't pee on them anymore, so we would just wet them with water, and then they'd pay the guy, or they give it to the guy, and the guy pay him money.
Okay.
We had to do all kinds of weird shit at the club because people are weird. I'm assuming that would be a fetish, but I don't really have a fetish.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
I mean, I have kinks.
I don't think I have a kink.
I have a lot of kinks. Whatever. You like it when I'm aggressive.
I know what you're gonna say now, so don't say that. It's not.
That's a kink.
No, it's not.
Fuck, that's not.
I don't like it every time.
But you like it, so that's a kink.
Okay, well, we both don't have fetishes, so that's good.
No, I don't. High boots and skirt with nothing underneath. I don't think that's a fetish. I think that's just a kink.
I think that's just normal man behavior. I don't think that's a kink.
I was heartbroken when my wife got rid of all her high boots.
I think that's most men with dresses or skirts.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a kink. I don't know. I'm also desensitized because of the club.
Even now?
No, because now I really like looking at your boobies. And, for a long time there, I saw so many a night that I just didn't give a shit about boobs. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And you were even offended at one point. So I did get desensitized because of the club. And seeing naked women running around all the time, I just kind of just didn't care. So it took us, a couple of years after I got out of it before I was like, oh, okay, I'm liking this again. Why, it used to bother you that you're like, don't you think I'm sexy? I'm like, yeah, I think you're freaking sexy. Well, why don't you goo goo gaga over my boobs and my body? I'm like, because I saw naked girls all the time.
Yeah. And
it just made me numb to it. Yeah. Just like the alcohol and shit. Like I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't want to drink and stuff because I saw the chaos that I had to deal with because of it. And drugs, holy fuck. All the freaking girls getting, doing drugs and shit and what it was doing to their lives. I just didn't want it. That place was such a horrible place to, in hindsight. I mean, I made awesome money, but in hindsight, anybody that was in that environment, it seemed like they got ruined, in some way. And it's hard to, like, you definitely lose your innocence working in that place. Just the stuff I saw, heard,
I don't think you would
got involved in.
Really had innocence to work there.
No, but I was brought in because they knew that I wouldn't, like, I got to know Bear because I was bouncing at the concert house. And he saw how I handled my shit. And he wanted to bring someone else on with Bob that wouldn't want to just hound and mess with all the girls.
Yeah.
So, like, all the girls I dated while I was there, not one did I pursue. They all 100% pursued me. And I did not, like, approach them and be like, hey, I want to have sex. Like, even the ones that I may have liked or had a crush on at one point or another, I never said anything. I always kept it professional and didn't do anything. They came to me every time.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I wasn't there for that. And then I started seeing how everything was and just didn't want to be in that environment because talking about toxic and hearing that stupid fucking word, but it was such a toxic environment. And if it wasn't for Bob, honestly, just having such a good person and such an awesome friendship with him, he made it so that that place was bearable, and we had fun. We freaking
I remember your guys' fart cannon or whatever.
yeah, we'd fart and then put it into the cannon and shoot it across the room. Yeah, yeah. We'd walk up behind these guys who were being gross to the girls and fart behind their heads and stuff like that. We did all kinds of shit, but we pulled pranks all night long, either on the girls or on customers, or yeah, we had a lot of fun. I missed some of the people. I missed some of the regulars. The regulars were great. Like they'd come in and we'd have some good, conversations and stuff, especially on dead nights. But and then on really super busy nights, they were awesome backup because none of them wanted us to get hurt, you know. So, but fetish. Don't have a fetish, but I have some kinks.
Okay. I already answered that, so.
Yes, I'm just elaborating back on it. What's wrong with you,
My
old
hip.
lady?
No, my hip has been feeling better, and then
Take the peptides.
and then today all of a sudden it's like
Just go do the peptide I was telling you. Just do it right
aggravating
into
me
your
again.
hip. After my leg day today, I had to take that peptide in my hip, and my hip feels great right now.
Well, and I did arms today, so I don't know why my hip would be hurting.
I don't know. You're fucking old. I don't know. And you're the young one of us.
I'll probably die for you.
No, not after my last diagnosis. I'm definitely going to die of a heart attack from what the doctor's saying.
Well, prove them wrong.
I always try to. Sometimes you just can't avoid genetics. But, well, if there's nothing really going on. Oh, I do want to say, I did take the kids to see He-Man yesterday, or Master of the Universe. There's some negative stuff about it, but overall, there's a ton of positive. It was a ton of fun. I loved it. I really enjoyed a lot of the humor in it. They made fun of a lot of the of how the cartoon was and the names of the characters, which was cool. A little too much PR modern day stuff in it that kind of made Prince Adam really wussy, but I think that's kind of what they were trying to create in the character. Because the cartoon, he's kind of wussy, but he does that as a facade so that people don't catch on that he's He-Man. But it was fun, and they could have made He-Man a little bit more dominating.
Oh, is he kind of like?
Well, he's super strong, but he's not like he was in the cartoon. But I guess it's hard to kind of duplicate that if live action. But they did a great job. Like they did a freaking great job. Mm. I love it. I've already watched it 3 times. Yeah.
Guessing it'll be playing when we go to bed.
No. I'm watching that Cape Fear, the series. Yes, so they made they made a series based on the movie Cape Fear, and the guy.
Who was that guy? It was
Well, it was De Niro. That guy can freaking shit a brick and stuff his political views up his ass. But it was De Niro in Cape Fear originally, and Cape Fear the movie is really good. But Cape Fear the series, they're elaborating more on the background and the story behind it, and there's more stuff going on. So it's actually been really good. And Amy Adams is the
redhead, right?
Mm-hmm. Was his defendant, and then the guy who played in as the owl in The Watchmen, I can't remember his name. He's also in all those horror movies, Sinister or something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, he is the husband who was a prosecutor, and they end up getting married, and that's kind of the whole. He goes away for life because his defending attorney marries the prosecutor, kind of a situation. Anyways, and the guy who took De Niro's role is he was in Old Country or All Men for Old Country or whatever that fucking, I can't remember. He's the guy that had the cow, the rheumatic cow killer, and he was killing people with it.
Oh,
All Country for
no,
anyways,
no Country for Old Men or
something like that. That's the actor who plays as De Niro's character, and he's
Oh.
freaking great.
Isn't he married to Penelope Cruz?
I think so.
Yeah.
Javier.
Bardem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's him. And he's playing an amazing. He's doing a great job.
Mm.
And so far, I'm only on episode 2. I'm assuming there's probably 8 episodes. It's on Prime, but I started watching it, but Grayson wanted me to turn it off and put on He-Man. So we were watching the old cartoons.
Grayson wanted you.
No, he did. He asked me to turn it off.
Oh.
Yeah. I was all for it. I didn't, at all like argue. I was like, okay, I'll turn it off. Let's watch He-Man. So we put on He-Man. Yeah, but Cape Fear is He-Man. The movie was. I'm gonna have to give it still 2 thumbs up. I just hate the PR, wussy HR bullshit. They almost overdid it, but overall it was a ton of fun. I definitely love that movie a lot more than Mandalorian and Grogu. And then Cape Fear for our series is the shit so far. Oh, and Widow's Bay. Holy shit.
Widow's Bay?
Widow's Bay is got some creepy shit going on.
I haven't heard that.
It's supernatural, and that's also on.
It's like sci-fi.
Maybe it's on Apple TV.
Sci-fi.
Well, it's sci-fi as far as it's
scary?
it's a haunted. There's some points in it you're like, what the shit? But it's like a haunted. So it's called Widow's Bay. It's this island that was haunted, and now like the mayor is trying to draw attention to drive revenue and bring people to the island so they can make more money. But he's now being chased and cursed by the ghosts. And there's other people who are also seeing the ghosts. And it's freaking been great. Like, it feels very Stephen King-ish, to be honest. Yeah. It might be. I'm going to have to look it up. But it feels very Stephen King-ish. But anyways, with that being said, I guess that is it for today. So again,
till next time.
Scott, Tiffany. No, I'm just kidding. Tiffany, Scott.
Thanks for getting off.
With Gettin'Goff. I guess till next time. Peace.
Bye.
Baby, you're my ride or die. My bonnet through the night, through the muddy southern roads, and I